Pringles contain just 42% potato. That single number sparked a legal battle worth £170 million and forced a court to answer a question no one expected. What actually makes a potato chip a potato chip? A potato chip, according to international food standards, isn't just about taste or packaging. It's about how the snack is made from start to finish. The Codex Alimentarius, a global authority on food definitions, draws a sharp line between two categories. On one side are chips made from thin slices of whole potato, fried or baked until crisp. On the other are snacks built from dehydrated potato flakes, mixed with other starches like corn or rice flour, then pressed into shape. This second group is known as reconstituted potato products. Pringles fall squarely into this category. Instead of starting with a raw potato, the process begins with a powdered base that's blended, formed into a dough, and shaped before cooking. The result is a snack that looks like a chip, but by law, belongs to a different class entirely. This split between sliced and reconstituted isn't just technical, it's the first and most important line regulators draw when deciding what counts as a real potato chip. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration sets a clear threshold. To be called a potato chip, a snack must contain at least 90% potato by weight after cooking. If a product falls short, the law steps in. The label cannot say potato chip at all. Instead, it must use a different name, like potato crisps, and disclose the actual percentage of potato content right on the front. This is not just a technicality. The rule exists to protect shoppers from misleading packaging, and to make sure the word chip means something specific. These numeric cutoffs force manufacturers to reveal exactly what is inside, and they shape everything from store advertising slogans. For any snack that cannot clear the 90% mark, the law makes its identity plain for everyone to see. Inside every Pringle, the story begins not with a potato, but with a powder. The main ingredient is dehydrated potato flakes, just 42% of the dry mix. The rest is a blend of corn flour, rice flour, and wheat starch, each chosen for a specific job. Corn and rice give the dough its snap and help control moisture, while wheat starch adds structure. This mixture is combined with water to create a soft, pliable dough instead of starting with slices of whole potato. The dough's high water content, about 30% at this stage, lets the starches bind together smoothly, forming a sheet that can be shaped, cut, and fried with precision. Unlike traditional chips, where a single potato becomes a single chip, here the potato is just one part of a carefully engineered recipe. Because less than half of the dry mass comes from potato, Pringles fall far below the legal threshold for being called a potato chip. Instead, they qualify as a reconstituted potato snack, a detail that shapes not only the label, but everything that comes next in their production. Every Pringle starts its journey on a high-speed assembly line built for precision and scale. The dough, now a smooth, uniform sheet, meets the heart of the operation, a rotary die carved into a series of perfect curves. This die presses each piece into a hyperbolic paraboloid, the mathematical saddle shape that gives every crisp its signature look, and makes them stackable without crumbling. The chips move through at a staggering pace, with some lines producing up to 15,000 crisps every minute. Unlike the random curls and folds of traditional chips, every Pringle is identical, engineered for strength and stability inside the can. Once shaped and fried, the crisps are lined up, stacked, and funneled into their familiar tubes. Before sealing, the can is flushed with nitrogen, pushing out oxygen to keep the crisp fresh for up to 18 months, far longer than any bagged chip. This combination of geometry, speed, and airtight packaging is more than a clever design choice. It is the mechanical proof that Pringles belong to a category all their own, setting the stage for the legal debates that would follow. Arguments filled the tribunal room as expert witnesses took the stand, armed with ingredient lists and technical diagrams. Lawyers for the snack maker pointed to the recipe, less than half potato, the rest a calculated blend of corn, rice, and wheat starch. Food scientists explained the continuous die process, showing diagrams of the rotary cutter and saddle-shaped molds that stamp out each crisp with mechanical precision. Judges examined samples, noting the uniform shape and flawless stacks. This was evidence, they argued, of a product engineered from dough, not sliced from a potato. Every detail, from the proportion of potato to the geometry of the chip, became legal proof. The debate now hinged on whether this engineered snack could fit the legal definition of a potato chip, or if it stood apart as something entirely new. The outcome of the United Kingdom tax battle didn't just settle a quirky question. It shifted real money. With Pringles classified as a potato crisp, Procter & Gamble faced an annual value-added tax bill of up to £170 million. That's the kind of number that can reshape a company's entire business model. For P&G, the verdict meant tighter margins and less room for price promotions. Rival snack brands like Walker's and Lay's quickly voiced concerns, warning that the decision would ripple across the snack aisle, forcing others to rethink recipes, packaging, and even marketing claims. The case set a precedent, opening the door for other reconstituted snacks to face new scrutiny and potentially higher taxes, all hinging on a few lines in the ingredient list. Even the simplest snack hides a web of rules. Food law still shapes what ends up on every shelf, label, and plate. The next bite? It's never as simple as it seems.